K9GCR. Hello, Richard.
Good evening, Jimmy. Hey, if Jeff N9ZUT checks in, tell him to give me a landline. You got my number there. Tell him to give me a call sometime. I got to discuss something with him, but I don't want to do it on the air. So if Jeff N9ZUT checks in, have him give me a call if you would, please, Jim. And hey, I was glad to see you got out and got to eat some of that good Italian food, and then you went and had them modern American cherry pie and pumpkin. Oh well, at least you got out, Jim. You know, if you live closer to me, I could do the same thing, but to drive from here to Freeport, it probably cost me $40 in gas just to get over there, and 9-0 back to.
That sounds good, Richard. Sounds good. Hey, are you going to stay for the net, or do you want me to put you down as an early check-in?
But you put me down as an early check-in all the time, no matter whether I said something or not. So I'll see how long I last. I'm watching football, but I'm like Scott just said. I had a big dinner yesterday and a bigger one tonight, so I might fall asleep in the chair and miss you.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll wait and see what happens. If I don't hear from you, I'll put you down as an honorary check-in towards the end of the net. But hey, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, and thanks for checking in. K9GCR will be clear.
Can't really have a happy Thanksgiving, Jimmy, because we killed a turkey, and that's not no good.
Okay, Richard, sounds good. Thanks. K9GCR will be clear. That was right.
CO clear. We're standing by for now.
KD9MED. K9GCR. Okay, I'm sure you're getting ready to go and start the live stream and what have you. We'll be calling the net here in about 3 minutes.
All right, Roger that.
K9GCR. All stations will be calling the Friday Night Fun in exactly 3 minutes at 8 o'clock. The K9GCR will be clear. Stand by for the... Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to this special Thanksgiving edition of the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located in Freeport, and I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. That's what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed into your radio to have access to the repeater. Most of you may be using older radios that do not have PL capability, or if the PL on your radio is not working properly, you can check in the Friday Night Fun Net by using the repeater output frequency, the straight 610 simplex. I will hear you, acknowledge you, and check you in the net. This net is being live streamed around the world via the internet. This is the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, November 25th, 2022, special Thanksgiving edition. Mike, K9MED down Rochelle is live streaming this net on the internet. Those of you who are listening on the internet, if you wish to check in, go ahead and check in the net with Mike, K9MED, and he in turn will relay your internet check to me via the radio. Also, this net is being recorded for a replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. So, okay. After this net is posted later tonight, if you care to listen to it again, you're free to do so. Also, if you're on the 6th, you can hear the repeater, but you can't get to it due to conditions, you're too far away from the repeater, or you don't have internet access, you can give me the call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central hotline, area code 815-232-FN, 232-3636, local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check in on the radio first, if at all possible. Okay, I got two early bird check-ins. K9LOA Brandon in Lena or McConnell, then K9YI Scott in Monroe. So, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time on mobile stations. If you can't stay for the net, you got a late Thanksgiving dinner or something like that, you have to be with your family, or you're rather concentrate your driving, you can't stay for the net. I'll take your short time on mobile traffic stations, your check-ins. If you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. After that, we'll take general check-ins. First, we'll take general check-ins from northern Illinois. Next, we'll take general check-ins from southern Wisconsin. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. When you check in the net, state whether or not you have traffic. Your traffic consists of breakfasts, bike rides, marathons, or ham fests. Then we're going to do our regular features. We're going to do the Friday Night Fun Net DX corner. Anybody has a DX report, please feel free to let us know who you made contact with this week. Then we'll do those of you, if you have technical questions, or you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier, what kind of an antenna should I put up on my tower? What kind of a radio should I get? Base, mobile, or all mode, or what have you? We have our tech corner. I renamed it. It's the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. If you have technical questions, please feel free to ask them, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. We'll have our SWAT net. If you have what happens to buy, sell, or trade, or want related to hobbies, amateur radio, or computers, please feel free to let us know what you got, and hopefully we can sell them for you. Somebody will buy them for you. Our topic tonight is Thanksgiving. I'm going to ask everybody how their Thanksgiving day went yesterday, and what are your favorite memories of the holidays. It's definitely going to be fun tonight. So I think we had 2 hours 25 minutes that last week, and I think I had a total of 39 check-ins overall. We'll see how long we go. We'll see how many check-ins we get. Okay. with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short-time mobilizations? I'd like to check in. Please call now.
Alpha 9, Victor Uniform. Michael in Janesville. I don't have any traffic. Short time.
Okay, Mike, 89VU in Janesville. Got you checked in. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. We're still celebrating Thanksgiving. Christmas can wait. So, okay. Thanks for checking in, Mike. Any more short-time mobilizations? I'd like to check in. Please call now.
Kilo Delta 9er, Victor Delta X-ray, Adam from Rockford, no traffic. Short time check-in. Short time, no comment.
Okay, I got 2 stations checking in. KD9MED, I've got you checked in short time, ma'am. Thanks for checking in. You have a good evening. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. There was another station trying to check in. Other station, come back, please.
KD9VHH, Dwayne and Rockford, short time, no comment.
Kilo Delta 9 Victor, hotel, is that correct?
That's correct. Kilo Delta 9, Victor, hotel.
Okay, well, welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net. This net meets each every Friday evening at 8 p.m. here on this repeater. Your short time, thanks for checking in. It won't be long. We'll be hearing the new Kilo Echo 9 calls soon. Thanks for checking in. Okay, and any more short time mobilizations for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe, short time, no traffic.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe. Okay, Tom, I've got you checked in. You have a good evening and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Maybe we'll hear you tomorrow night on the Saturday Evening Ride Tune Net. Okay, any more short time mobilizations for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
K9 Bravo Lima.
I only caught the last 3 letters of your call. Come back, please.
Whiskey 9 Bravo Lima.
W9BL. Okay, I've got you checked in. 73, have a good evening. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Any more short time mobilizations for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
N9EGF.
N9EGF. Okay, Kevin, I've got you checked in. You got a beautiful signal coming into the repeater tonight. Thanks. Thank you for checking in. You have a good evening. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Any more short time mobilizations for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, I've got 6 short-time stations checked in tonight, and of course they had 2 early bird check-ins. So, okay, now we'll move on to general check-ins. At this time, I will take any general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net. Please go now.
Whiskey 3, Mike Bravo X-ray, Matt and Rockford, no traffic.
W3MBX. Okay, Matt and Rockford, I've got you checked. Excuse me. Got you checked in, Matt. We'll get back to you in a few minutes of the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
K9 Larry. Mike out by Davis.
Okay, I've got 2 stations. K9KZT, Larry, the king of Robert, the king of CW, got you checked in, Larry. Got you checked in, and Mike, KD9ZDD. I only called with you said Mike by Davis, but hey, that's good enough. I recognize your voice. I'm going to put you down. Thanks for checking in, Larry and Mike. We'll get back to both of you few minutes for the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Okay. Any more station? Thanks to both your checking. Any more general check-ins for Northern Illinois, the Friday Night Fun Day, please go on.
KD9SSV, Mike and Roscoe. No traffic.
Mike and Love Smart, got to check in, Mike. I'll get back to you in a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins in Northern Illinois, the Friday Night Fun Day, please go on. K9MED, Mike and Rochelle. Got you checked in, Mike. Mike is live streaming this net on the internet, and he's also recording this net for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Okay, Mike, thanks for checking in. Let me know if you got any internet check-ins. Okay, any more general check-ins for Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net, please go on. Okay. No further check-ins from Northern Illinois, so let's see how many check-ins we can get from Southern Wisconsin. Any station in Southern Wisconsin would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Day at this time. Please go on.
KC9GCR. Good evening, Jimmy. W9AXD Chad, Janesville, Wisconsin. With a little traffic tonight.
W9AXD. Okay, it's Chad in Janesville. I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes with your traffic. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins in Southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on.
Kilo Charlie 9, Alpha Golf Romeo Jennifer in Janesville, no traffic.
KC9AGR, Jennifer in Rock County, the Rock County EC. Okay, Jennifer, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins in Southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on.
KC9RGG, Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin.
KC9RGG, Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin. Thanks to you and your better half, Carol, for the wonderful time we had yesterday here in Freeport in Esiminos, Little Italy. I'll get back to you in a few minutes at the roundtable, and thanks for checking in. There was another station trying to check in at the same time Norman was. Other station, come back, please.
Whiskey India 9, Echo Delta.
Whiskey 9, Alpha Delta, is that correct?
Whiskey India 9, Echo Delta. And this is Ed Echo Delta in Walworth, Wisconsin. Over.
Okay, I've got you checked in. Yeah, we talked, I believe it was this past Sunday we talked. W9AXD, I've got you checked in. From Walworth, Wisconsin. Thanks for checking in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes to the roundtable. Thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on. Well, even though it's the night after Thanksgiving, it's still Friday Night Fish Fry Night in Wisconsin. Everybody's at their favorite bar, restaurant, or tavern, either catfish, buffalo, carp, bullhead, northern pike, walleye, muskie, or crappie. Those of you in the Milwaukee area, your Polish sausages, hot dogs, brats, kielbasa, or broadschweiger, or probably eat some leftover turkey and ham, too. And cherry or apple pie or pumpkin pie, or mashed potatoes and gravy, sweet potatoes and marshmallows. Then, of course, you cheese lovers are eating some of that famous Wisconsin cheese. Okay, at this time, do we have any more from any check-ins from anywhere in Northern Illinois or Southern Wisconsin who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please go on.
KD9MED, Carrie in Rockford.
KD9MED, Carrie and Robert. Okay, Carrie, I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Well, first we'll get your DX report here in a few minutes. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins in Northern Illinois or Southern Wisconsin for the Friday night fun net? Please call now. Okay, before we proceed here, I got this information from Rick at K9QDP. I don't know anything about this information. All I got is this local ham here in Stevenson County passed away. His name is John. I don't know what his last name is. His call sign was Kilo Bravo 9 Victor Kilo W. Now, from what I was told, I don't even know the guy, but I told he checked in on a lot of nets there on 40 meters. So that's as soon as I get any more information, we'll definitely next Friday night we'll do a tribute to this individual. But this is all the information I got. He passed away. He caught COVID and he developed complications. He ended up getting pneumonia. So he passed away a couple of days ago. But again, this was John Kilo Bravo 9 Victor Kilo W. Like I said, I have never heard. I've never talked to this individual. Because we have well over 100 hams here in Stevenson County, and not everybody uses a repeater. A lot of them are HF guys, so that's about it. As soon as I find out more information, on next week's net, we'll do a tribute and what have you. So, okay, let's move on. I don't have anything to add here. Let's go ahead with the TechNet. Let's see. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio should you get? Mobile, base, all mode, or what have you? This is the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Does anybody have any technical questions you'd like to bring before the net this time? Okay, well, no technical questions then, so we'll go ahead and. Oh, by the way, I'm using red, orange, and green pens. Let's see, red for the cranberries, orange right for the potatoes and the meat, turkey or ham, what have you, and green for the vegetables. Now I'm going to get out my black pen. I'll use that for write down for my other traffic here. So, okay. Let's go ahead with the Friday Night Fun Net DX Corner. This is where anybody has any DX reports will be welcome to pass them along. Anybody have any DX reports they'd like to pass along?
KD9MED.
K9MED. Okay, Kerry. What do you got for us?
Thank you, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. Let's see. This week I worked 19 countries, and I have one new country for you. St. Vincent. It's an island down there by Barbados and Grenada. Station J88CU on 15 meters. That's a surprisingly mountainous island, and I guess they had a volcanic eruption last year. They had to evacuate 25,000 people. So I was glad to add that to my list. Brief reset. I reached a major milestone this week. I've worked now confirmed countries in over 1,000 grid squares on the world's surface. A grid square, that's a navigation thing that was invented back around 1980 because navigation wasn't complicated enough before that. And basically a square is 2 degrees of longitude and 1 degree of latitude. And there's like 30,000 squares on the surface of the planet. I've got 1,000 of them now. So I consider that a big thing for myself personally. So thanks a lot, guys. KD9MED.
Congratulations on working on those 1,000 grid squares. Yeah, I got a couple maps here from the ARRL put out. They got a lot of information about those grid squares. They show them on world maps or maps of the U.S. and Canada and what have you there. So okay, that sounds good. Okay, Kerry, thanks for checking in and bringing us that DX report. We'll get back to you in a few minutes at the roundtable. Ask how your Thanksgiving went. So, okay. Does any other station have any DX reports they'd like to pass along? Oh my God! You know what? I forgot. I almost forgot. W9AXD, Chad, are you still with us? You had traffic. Go ahead with your traffic, please.
All right, Jimmy, you could have probably even said that yourself. You probably already know what it is. Good evening. Happy post-Thanksgiving. And W9AXD Janesville. Just want to let everyone know that coming up next Thursday at 7 p.m., December 1st. How copy, Jimmy? I'm not really close to the mic at the moment.
You are sounding beautiful. No problem whatsoever. You're full quieting as if you're standing right next to me. Go ahead.
Okay, I appreciate that. So anyway, next Thursday, 7 p.m. or 1900 hours, whatever you prefer, is going to be our new revised, what have you, simplex, Rock County simplex net on 146.400, 146.400, and tried that on the, not this last Tuesday, but the week before. We had 6 check-ins, all of which I heard very well, and there's actually a gentleman over in Pewaukee, which is kind of a northwest suburb of Milwaukee. Heard him, he heard me on the input, and I copied him on the input, which is actually blew me away. I didn't think I'd hear him 75 miles away, but I did. So anyway, if anyone wants to check in, it's kind of a round table. It's not quite as sophisticated as this net here, but we just go around in a circle, kind of a round table a few times. Just kind of a chat net. People can bring up whatever topic they want, so just kind of a fun get-together kind of thing. So maybe set Thursdays starting December 1st, 7 p.m. on 146.400. So if you want to make note of that, Jimmy, and if I happen to miss a week, if you want to mention it, go right ahead. W9HF.
Well, yeah, I will definitely mention it. I will definitely add that to the list of nets that I always mention on this net. So, okay, Chad, thank you very much for checking in, giving us your traffic. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the roundtable, and thanks for checking in. Last I heard, Jerry Anderson, NIZBI, is still battling stage 4 lung cancer. He's undergoing chemotherapy treatments. Also, Win Turber, W9MSL. He and his wife spend the winter in Texas. He's recuperating from a stroke. So that's they should be back sometime this next spring, and hopefully Win will be fully recovered. That's okay. That's all the traffic I have. So okay, let's go ahead with the. Oh yeah, that's right. We did the. Okay, let's go ahead with the swap net. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to hobbies, ramp, radio, or computers. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property or possession of the person who wants to get rid of the stuff. We mentioned the price over there, but any handling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does anybody have any swap net traffic they'd like to pass along? All right. In that case, we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead with the roundtable. Before we do, though, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Go ahead, amount.
Patrick. $.
You know, Tony, K9RFD, our EC here in Cedar County, gave Pat that call. That's phonetics. I like that too. Okay, he's already checked in there, Mike. Thank you. Okay, any more stations that I check the Friday Night Fun Net before we go ahead with the roundtable? Please go now.
9-0. Hey, Jimmy, if you get any of your Elgin check-ins, ask them if they felt the earthquake yesterday afternoon, and did they have any damage. The epicenter was over there around Elgin.
Holy cow, I didn't even know we even had an earthquake. There was an earthquake in that area. Of course, that's, you know, we don't get WGN anymore, and we don't get CLTV or that news channel anymore, so that, no. This is the first I've even heard of it, Rich.
It was a 3.8, roughly in the neighborhood of 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Nobody's saying nothing about it, but it officially happened. One of the fellows looked it up on the internet, and according to the Center for Storms and stuff, had it listed. But and they felt it in Capron, Marengo, Poplar Grove, all over yesterday afternoon. People thought they had a bomb went off, the house blew up, or a truck run into their house or something, and they were looking for it. But it was a 3.8. It was near Elgin, and so when anybody from over there checks in, just ask them if they felt it or had any damage from it. At 9-0.
Oh boy. Thanks you very much for that information there, Richard. If he does check it, I will definitely ask. Oh yeah, well of course now, anybody knows we got the new Madrid fault there that runs down in southern Illinois. Back in 1813, 1814, there was a major earthquake there, but it was so bad that it actually caused the Mississippi River to flow backward. Now this is a true story. I'm not joking. But that's what happened. If we would have like a major earthquake along that fault, the New Madrid fault, like the city of St. Louis would be entirely gone. That's the situation. Okay, thanks to Richard for that information. If John checks in, I would definitely ask. Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on.
Hey Jimmy, this is KD9VBX, Kilo Delta 9er Victor Bravo X-Ray, Janesville, Wisconsin, Erica, W9AXD's other half, and I'm just kind of listening in, so hope all had a good Thanksgiving, and take care.
You too, Erica, and thank you. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the roundtable. In fact, we're going to be getting underway here. Okay. Thank you for checking in. Any more stations you want to check in before we get to the roundtable? Please go on out.
W9BL recheck. I have traffic.
W9BL, go ahead.
Jimmy, I didn't know if you knew or not. I just heard today. Were you aware of KD9WBK? Are you familiar with that call sign?
Okay, KB9, was that, okay, now I got it written down as KB9VKW, but it's KD9WBK, is that correct?
That's correct, Jimmy. He's from Freeport. He became a silent key. I didn't know if you knew him or not. His name's John.
This is K9RFD the Friday Night Fun at the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun at Central and Freeport. I'll tell you what, I did hear it earlier today. Rick's K9QDP heard it. He was talking to another ham on 195 about that. So, oh boy, I think I did know him. I think he was one of the net control operators on that 268 net they have on 7.268. Oh boy, that's too bad.
Just wanted you to be aware of that. I didn't know if you knew or not. So this is Rob over here in Kingston, Illinois. But he was on mid-cars a lot, and I talked to him many times. So just wanted to let you know that, and anyone else that knew him out there. It's KD9WBK. Name is John, and he was in Freeport. So yeah, he became a silent key on 11/15/22. Just so you know. Back to you there, Jimmy. W9BL.
Thank you very much for that information. As soon as I get any more word about it, next Friday night, we will do a full tribute to him. I'll do a 1-minute call, keys down, moment of silence, and I'll do a last call in his honor. But we'll save that for next Friday night. I'd like to get more information about that person. Thank you very much for bringing in that traffic, even though it is sad news, especially on a holiday.
Hey, Jimmy. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that. I'm sorry. Back to you there. Back to net control. W9BL.
No, there's no need to apologize. That's just the way it goes. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Let's go ahead with the W9BL, as long as I got you. How did your Thanksgiving Day go, and what are your favorite memories of Thanksgiving?
My favorite memory is with the family back when, in childhood days, getting together with all the relatives, a large group of relatives, and just enjoying the day with the grandmas and all that, and of course the big turkey and all the side dishes was just awesome. So yeah, that's what I remember my childhood days there. But yesterday was a good day, although our kids were all our kids are grown and they have families, and but they did not come because one side had COVID and the other side had the flu, so it was just my wife and I, and we spent it together and had a nice turkey dinner and very quiet day, but we enjoyed it. It was nice. So back to you there, Jimmy. W9BL.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry to hear about both sides of your family getting to come down with illnesses. Oh boy, that's not good. Yeah, so. Glad you had a good Thanksgiving. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving out at Semino's, Italy. Of course, you probably so yeah. I had ham, the dressing or stuffing, this corn, biscuits, some beans, tossed salad with the Italian dressing, potato salad. And I had 2 pieces of pie. Apple and cherry. So, okay. With that, of course, thanks to Norm, K9RGT. I'll get to him in a few minutes here. And okay, W9BL, thank you for checking in. You have a good evening. So, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Okay. And thanks for the information there about John. W3MBX, Matt. What's going on with you? How's your Thanksgiving go? W3MBX, Matt, are you still with us? Okay, K9KZT, Larry in the Rockford, the King of CW. What's going on with you? How'd your Thanksgiving go?
Well, it went just fine. By the way, the Rah-Rah board met and approved the Tuesday night health and tech on 610 and the combined weather and health and tech on Thursday on 195. Pleased to see how it goes, I guess. And let's see, I'm just working on a little radio here, and I'm kind of proud of it. It's got relatively few parts, but it's a broadcast shortwave CW and speaker, and it's so far it's beginning to work. You do this stuff in stages. 73, Jim, and I'll see you down the road. K9KZT.
Okay, thanks very much for that information. By the way, there was no net held last night. I didn't hear any. The only station I heard was Greg. Oh boy, that makes me mad when I can't remember his call. But he checked in. I tried calling you and I tried to call Ricky. I didn't hear anybody else, so I decided. I said, let's just not have that tonight. Well, we'll have it. It doesn't hurt to go without a net there. I figure nobody will be near their radios anyway. It's a holiday, so we'll do it next week. Thanks very much. And that radio sounds great. And Larry, how did your Thanksgiving go? What are your favorite memories of the holiday?
Well, I'll tell you. I had two meals. One had steak, the other one had ham. Two different meals, and I kind of split up dinner this year. So that was about the size. And well, I used to make it a practice of going hunting on Thanksgiving, just kind of to prove I could do it. Usually I spent more time just sitting under a tree in the fall, watching the sun come through the golden leaves, and then I did actually hunting. One time when I was hunting, I was sitting under a tree and hear a noise above me, and down comes a squirrel. It jumps over my head and runs away up and then up another tree. So I'm glad I wasn't hunting bear. Over to you, and 73. I'll be standing by for a little bit, and then I have to go. K9KZT.
Thank you for checking in there, Larry. You have a good evening. We'll definitely hear you tomorrow night on the Saturday evening rag tune at 8 p.m. on this repeater. And, by the way, I don't know who will be in that control of that. I've yet to hear from Jamie, W9JTC, and thanks for all you do with CW practice. So, okay, son, thanks for checking in. Mike, KB9ZDD, Alan Davis, Steve Ducati. What's going on with you? How's your Thanksgiving go?
Well, good evening, Jimmy, and everybody on the net. This is KB9ZDD. We had an excellent Thanksgiving. My brother and his wife do Thanksgiving every year. We went in, had a good meal with the family, played some board games, and introduced my son to a couple of new board games he'd never played before. And we had a real good time. The food was tasty, and I left really needing a nap. So it was a lot of fun, and we enjoyed it immensely.
That's great there, Mike. Glad your Thanksgiving went well. Hey, thanks for checking in. You have a happy Thanksgiving. We're still celebrating Thanksgiving. Christmas can wait. And you have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. Now, Loves Park, Mike. KD9SSV, what's going on with you? How's your Thanksgiving going?
Hello, Jimmy and everybody on the net. It wasn't too bad. A little tired from that. His daughter and her 4 kids came down from northern Wisconsin. And I was kind of the gopher boy for my wife for a couple of days, getting this and that. Well, she baked this and that. I got stuck peeling the sweet potatoes and chopping them up, chopping up some apples. Yeah, it was pretty good. And had all the trimmings of that. And I remember the memories I have is my mother when she used to make the stuffing. I don't even know if anybody does this anymore. Take all the innards, like the heart, like liver, giblets, dice them up and put them in the dressing. I don't think too many people do that anymore, but just one of the memories I got of it. And another memory I had, I used to go pheasant hunting back in the early 80s, and sometimes have a pheasant for Thanksgiving if I was lucky. And with that, we'll go back to that.
Sounds good, Mike. Hey, glad your Thanksgiving went well. You were, I'll say so, three. You have a good evening. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. We'll definitely talk to you tomorrow night on the Saturday Evening Ride Show Net. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Okay, now, Mike and Rochelle, KD9MED, how did your Thanksgiving go?
Did pretty good. Time with all the
Okay, well, sounds good there, Mike. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, and we'll and let me know if we get any more internet check-ins. So, okay, Chad, W9AXD. How, if you're still with us, how'd your Thanksgiving go?
Yeah, it went pretty good, Jimmy. Kind of an extended one a little bit. It was Tuesday night or evening. Erica went to Madison for an appointment. She brought her grandfather back with her to stay overnight with us Tuesday and Wednesday night. And then her dad came from Monroe to pick us up, go to Monroe for Thanksgiving. Spent that last night, came back today, and dinner was very good. All the usual stuff you'd find for Thanksgiving, kind of what we talked about last week. And her grandpa's 96, has macular degeneration and can't drive. Well, he can drive, but nobody wants him driving from Madison to Janesville on the interstate. So we all felt much better him taking the bus down. So he went back to Madison today, and we got home about 1:30 today. So all around it was good. Small get-together. It was just my wife and I and her parents and her other sister, husband, and teenage son. And then so we just all hung out over there, and it was a lot of fun. So now I get ready for Christmas. I'll probably put the tree up here, but given that we have a new house here, we got to figure out where that's going to go. So that ought to be fun. I wanted to put a flashing star on top of my tower, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Hi. So back to you, Jimmy, W9AXD.
Yeah, starting next week, I'll start reading my Christmas radio nut jokes, some of the hams put together with that. Okay. Hey, Chad, thank you for checking into the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend, and thanks, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I'm not putting up my Christmas tree until about a week before Christmas. We'll leave it at that. Okay. K9RFD, EC in Rock County. What's going on with you? How'd your Thanksgiving go?
Yeah, thank you, Jim. My Thanksgiving was good. I went to my parents' house and saw my sister, my niece, and stuff like that. And really good. Had good food as usual, and good family time and good laughs, and watched a couple movies. K9RFD.
Hey. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, and thanks for checking in. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, now, the star of the show, well, yesterday, as far as I'm concerned, he was Norm, KC9RGG. Thank you for the wonderful time that we had yesterday, and that was great. You and the missus came down. What is going on with you, Norm?
Well, first off, Jim, I want to answer your question on how was my Thanksgiving. Jim, it was just wonderful because I shared it with you down at Cimino's Little Italy down there in Freeport, Illinois. Wow, I've never seen a buffet like that. I mean, there was more food out there than you could shake a stick at. And I noticed you piled quite a bit of that on your plate. I gotta be honest with you, Jim, when we got back home here, I had to take a nap. And I got up maybe about 6 o'clock and I had some cranberry sauce. That's all I could eat after that. Back to you, Jim.
I hear you, Norm. Hey, yeah, I probably, I thought I'd be able to eat all the rest of that, but I didn't. It's too bad you don't have any doggy bags either. But yeah, I didn't eat anything. The only thing I ate throughout the rest of the day, late at night, was I ate a big, huge payday candy bar, a chocolate candy bar. I ate that, and that was it. I didn't eat anything else. I didn't have to, but yes. That was great. We're gonna have to get together again sometime, Norm. Thank you very much for doing that. So okay, now I'm gonna let you go so you can hit the sack. And you'll probably be listening to more of the nectar. But hey, 7-3, talk to you later. K9GCR. We'll be clear. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Talk to you later.
Picture of you there at Cimino's, and it turned out really well. I sent a copy of it to you today in the mail, but give me that Facebook page, and I'll try to find somebody on there that could possibly paste that picture on there. It's a good picture.
Norm, I'm sorry. I think I doubled over you. Repeat your last transmission.
Jim, I took a great picture of you down there at Cimino's, and I guess you've got a Facebook page in Rockford for the Friday Night Fun Net. Give me some information on that, and I'll send a copy of that picture to somebody down there, and they can post it on the Facebook page.
Okay, I'm gonna have Mike, KD9MED, tell you more about it. He knows more about that stuff than I do. All I know is you go to Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page and contact and follow instructions. Mike, KD9MED. Could you go back to Norm, K9RGG, and explain more about that Facebook page? QSL, that's correct.
Join Facebook. Check in or chat or.
KD9MED, KC9RGG. I've been out to Facebook for a couple times, but I don't have an account or anything like that. Can I just send that to you? Over.
You can go ahead and send that up to.
Okay, I will do that.
All right, copy that.
Okay, Norm, thanks for checking in. I'm glad you had a wonderful time, and so did I. Okay, thanks for checking in, Norm. 7-3, you have a good evening. We'll talk to you next Friday night. All right. W9AXD in Walworth, Wisconsin. Welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net. What's going on with you? How did your Thanksgiving go yesterday?
Okay, good evening, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Out in Walworth, near the beautiful shore of Lake Geneva. Be a little intermittent here. Had a very nice.
W9AXD this is K9RFD. Your signal is breaking up, but we keep losing you for some reason.
Okay, well, maybe it's a little bit better now. The Whiskey India 9 Echo Delta. I'm not sure if I'm making a signal here, but had a very wonderful Thanksgiving. I didn't have any kids this weekend for Thanksgiving. Spent quality time with the wife. We had Chinese food, Jimmy. We had sweet and sour and fried rice and a nice easy Thanksgiving. But counted our blessings this year. So thanks a lot, and 73's Whiskey India 9 Echo Delta.
You're welcome, and thank you for checking the Finite Fun Net. Hey, the Italians, a lot of people have Italian food on Thanksgiving, so don't worry about it. Nothing says that you have to have turkey and all that stuff. In fact, the first Thanksgiving in Massachusetts, they didn't even have turkey. They had duck, venison, sweet corn, and the potatoes and what have you. The Indians and the Pilgrims got together, so that's I don't know how that Alexander Hamilton said something about we got to issue a proclamation that said we got to eat turkey and all that BS or what have you. Thanks for W9AXD. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Hopefully we'll hear you next Friday night. Okay, KD9MED, Terry. How did your Thanksgiving go?
We're starting to speak Mandarin now. We've eaten so much Chinese food, and so we're having a ball over here. Thanks, Jimmy, W9AXD.
Welcome, Southern. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. Hopefully we'll talk to you next Friday night. KD9MED, Carrie. How did your Thanksgiving go? KD9MED, Carrie, are you still with us? How did your Thanksgiving go? Okay, N9ZO, Richard, if you're still with us, how'd your Thanksgiving go yesterday?
Jimmy, it went just fine. It was just wife and I and football, and no rugrats running around or nobody around bothering or anything like that. And we had hired out dinner from the local grocery store. We had prime rib with all the trimmings there. It was really good. N9ZO.
Sounds good, Richard. Glad your Thanksgiving went well. Nothing wrong with the prime rib. Nothing wrong with that. Thanks for checking in, Richard. You have a good evening. Maybe we'll catch you tomorrow night on the Saturday Night Net. Okay. Thanks for taking KD9VDX. I don't know if I should ask you how your Thanksgiving went but I think Chad took care of that. But what's going on with you?
If you're looking for Erica, Jimmy, she's eating a can of ravioli. Hi. So if you want to try to come back to her a little later, she might be back here.
Okay, Chad, thanks. I was just asking her how her day went. Okay, well, we'll move on then. Thanks, Chad, for checking in. That concludes my list. Do we have any more stations like checking the Friday Night Fun at this time? If you're coming home from your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, or grocery shopping, or the show, if you just turned your radio on, you've been topping the mail for the last 55 minutes. This is your chance of checking the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region. With drop traffic, please call K9GCF.
ESP legal here, Jimmy. W9AXD in the back.
Go ahead.
I just was giving my call just to be legal there. Hi. So W9AXD.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks. Any more stations you want to check in, please call now. radio nut joke appropriate for today. This is from Brad, WW0S. He's gone through so many call signs, it's pathetic, but he came up with the idea of a Friday Night Fun Net. But here we go. You know you're a radio nut when you go to your local ham equipment stores instead of to your local shopping malls on Black Friday. Next Friday, we'll start doing the Christmas radio nut jokes. If you have a homemade radio nut joke you want to pass along, you can give it to me here on the radio or call me on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline, area code 815-232-FN. 232-3636, the local Freeport numbers. The homemade radio nut jokes are better than the original ones anyway. I'm sure HRO Milwaukee probably had to land off his business today. There are probably people going there to shop for ham radio equipment for Black Friday. So, okay. Any more stations want to check in? Please call now. Okay, one moment, please. Okay. Well, I think what we're going to do, the roundtable guy, I don't have any more check-ins at the time. The roundtable guy went short, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a Friday Night Fun Net trivia. By the way, Saturday, I forgot to mention, Saturday, December 3rd, at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library, State Line Amps Radio Club will be conducting a VE testing session. If you want more information about that, contact them. I don't know what website you go to or anything like that. So, okay, we're going to find. I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions every week, so it's going to take me a bit. I'm not reading that one. Okay, here's one. Why are simplex channels designated in the VHF-UHF band plans? A, so stations within range of each other can communicate without tying up a repeater. B, for contest operation. C, for working DX only. D, so stations with simple transmitters can access the repeater without automated offset. Why are simplex channels designated in the VHF-UHF band plans? A, so stations within range of each other can communicate without tying up a repeater. B, for contest operation. C, for working DX only. D, so stations with simple transmitters can access the repeater without automated offset. Anybody correct to answer this question?
K9SSV, I'm going to take a chance and go with the A alpha.
Well, you are correct, Mike. You are correct. Why are simplex channels designated in the VHF-UHF band plan? Correct answer is A alpha. So stations within range of each other can communicate without tying up a repeater. If you and the station you've contacted are in range of each other, why not give simplex a try? This avoids occupying or tying up a repeater. Ham radio license manual page 6-6. So, we have a lot of listeners who are listening to this net, but they're trying to study for their first ham radio licenses. So this kind of helps out a little bit there. Those of you who are planning on taking the test, you might want to write down these questions and the answer to these questions and memorize them in your head. Write them down on a piece of paper. Don't take them with you to the VE testing session or you get thrown out in your ear. This is K9GCR, finite funded, W9AXD Repeater Rockford, transmitting for finite funded Central and Freeport. Okay. Why are short, heavy gauge wires used for a transceiver's DC power connection? A, to minimize voltage drop when transmitting. B, to provide a good counterpoise for the antenna. C, to avoid RF interference. D, all of these choices are correct. Why are short, heavy gauge wires used for a transceiver's DC power connection? A, to minimize voltage drop when transmitting. B, to provide a good counterpoise for the antenna. C, to avoid RF interference. D, all of these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
N9EGF. I'm going to say A, Jimmy.
N9EGF, you are correct. You are correct. Why are short, heavy gauge wires used for a transceiver's DC power connection? Correct answer is A alpha, to minimize voltage drop when transmitting. If the wire is too thin, its resistance R will create a voltage drop. V equals 1 times R. Longer wire lengths also increase resistance. The resulting lower voltage at the radio can cause it to operate improperly, possibly distorting your output signal or creating interference. AM radio license man is page 5-17. Okay. Why are metals generally good conductors of electricity? A, they have relatively high density. B, they have many free electrons. C, they have many free protons. D, all these choices are correct. Why are metals generally good conductors of electricity? A, they have relatively high density. B, they have many free electrons. C, they have many free protons. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? You are correct, Mike. You are correct. Why are metals generally good conductors of electricity? Correct answer is B, Bravo. They have many free electrons. Materials such as copper, in which electrons flow easily in response to an applied voltage, are conductors. AM radio license manual, page 3-5. Okay. Which of the following components can consist of 3 regions of semiconductor material? A, alternator. B, transistor. C, triode. D, pentagrid converter. Which of the following components can consist of 3 regions of semiconductor material? A, alternator. B, transistor. C, triode. D, pentagrid converter. Anybody correct to answer this question?
That'll be B-Boy, KB9ZDD.
You are correct, Mike, and Davis, you are correct. Which of the following components can consist of 3 regions of semiconductor materials? Correct answer is B, Bravo, transistor. A transistor is made from up to 3 layers of P and N-type semiconductor materials. AM radio license manual 3, page 3-10. Oh, I think I read this question before. I'm gonna find another one here. Again, I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions. After a while, it does get a little bit old. So we'll find. All right, let's see. I think I read that one. Okay. What band is best suited for communicating via media scatter? A, 33 centimeters, B, 6 meters, C, 2 meters, D, 70 centimeters. What band is best suited for communicating via meteor scatter? A, 33 centimeters, B, 6 meters, C, 2 meters, D, 70 centimeters. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, I'll read this question one more time. What band is best suited for communicating via meteor scatter? A, 33 centimeters, B, 6 meters, C, 2 meters, D, 70 centimeters. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, I'll read this question. No. I'll read the question and give the correct answer. What band is best suited for communicating via meteor scatter? Correct answer is B, Bravo, 6 meters. The best band for meteor scatter is 6 meters, and contacts can be made at distances up to 1,200 to 1,500 miles. Amateur license manual, page 4-3. Okay. What type of current is opposed by resistance? A, direct current. B, alternating current. C, RF current. D, all these choices are correct. What type of current is opposed by resistance? A, direct current. B, alternating current. C, RF current. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
It's going to be D, David. All are correct. KB9ZDD.
You are correct, Mike. You are correct. What type of current is opposed by resistance? A, direct current. B, alternating current. C, RF current. Most correct answer is D, delta. All these choices are correct. All materials oppose the flow of electrons through them, whether in the form of direct current, DC, or alternating current, AC. At power frequencies like 60 hertz or RF that we use for our radio signals. Ham radio license manual, page 3-5. Okay. Before we continue, are there any more stations who would like to check into the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on.
Kilo Delta 9, Quebec, Victor Bravo, Brian in Roscoe.
K9QDB, Mike, Brian, what's going on with you? How did your Thanksgiving go yesterday?
Hey there, Jimmy, and the rest of you on the net. A little late coming in here tonight, but Thanksgiving went well. Just spent it with some family members over in Winnebago and had a great time. Very relaxing, good food, just good family time, a little bit of laughing, lots of kids running around, making noise. So a lot of energy. It was enjoyable. But yeah, so hopefully yours was good as well. Over.
This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Yes, it was. Norm, K9RGG in Norverville, and his wife Carol came down to visit me. I showed Norm my Amtrak. We went over to Semino's Little Italy. It's an Italian restaurant here in Freeport. They had their Thanksgiving buffet from 11 until 2 yesterday. That place was jam-packed. And there was like Norm said, there was more food than you could shake a stick at. I had ham, dressing. Let's see, corn, biscuit, beans, tossed salad with the Italian dressing, and the potato salad for dessert. I had 2 pieces of pie, apple and carrot.
Wow. Sounds like you got your money's worth on that one for sure.
Oh yeah, Norm. Norm and his wife made reservations, so they paid for it. But that was great. But I definitely had a wonderful time. I like to go out and eat anyway. I think that these restaurants have more of a variety. Whether you just have. And for me, I'm not crazy about turkey or mashed potatoes or gravy or pumpkin pie. That's why I like to eat ham or scallop. Oh yes, I mentioned sweet potatoes with marshmallows on there. I definitely had that. That was good. Then cherry or apple pie. I'm not big on pumpkin, so that's the way it goes.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'll take the apple over pumpkin any day. And my wife makes a fantastic apple pie, one of the best I've ever had anywhere. So, and I've had many people say that hers is the best they've had. So she does a good apple pie. But so yeah, other than that, what's the net up to tonight? What you been doing? Over.
Well, that's the question I've been asking everybody. Well, how did your Thanksgiving go? And what was your favorite memories of the holiday as a kid, or back in your younger days, or what have you?
Gosh, let's see. For Thanksgiving, I guess I don't know if I have any special memory from Thanksgiving, because you don't get like a brand new bicycle or something like that kind of really is a big thing in your life. But just doing time with the family always. That's always been enjoyable ever since I was a kid. So I think that would have to be it. Just continuing that as we go forward would be great. Over.
That would be great. Yes, that's for sure. Okay, Brian. Hey, thank you for checking in the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. And again, happy Thanksgiving. We'll celebrate Christmas later on, but we're still celebrating Thanksgiving. So, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Thank you, sir. And then enjoy the rest of this weekend. Over.
Yeah, for sure. You too. Thanks for checking in. Okay, any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, we're going to continue with the trivia segment. All right. I read that question before. I read that. I'm not reading that one again. Again, I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions over again. So, all right. What are the toughest questions in your tech, general, and extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. Those are you new listeners out there, you new hams, who will begin your new tech licenses soon. Someday down the road, you're going to be involved in the tower climbing expedition. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of a tower support ground crew. This next question, which I'm about to read, might put you over the top, is for getting your technician's license when you come to Freeport and take your test next Saturday. Okay, here we go. Under what circumstances is it safe to climb a tower without a helper or observer? A, when no electrical work is being performed. B, when no mechanical work is being performed. C, when the work being done is not more than 20 feet above the ground. D, never. Under what circumstances is it safe to climb a tower without a helper or observer? A, when no electrical work is being performed. B, when no mechanical work is being performed. C, when the work being done is not more than 20 feet above the ground. D, never. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KD9QVB, I would guess D.
Did you say B as in Bravo?
D as in David, Delta.
You are correct, Brian, you are correct. Under what circumstances is it safe to climb a tower without a helper or observer? Correct answer is D, Delta, never. Having a ground crew is important. Avoid climbing alone whenever possible because it's never safe. Ham radio license manual, page 9-19. All right, let's find another question here. Okay. Why is coaxial cable the most common feed line for amateur radio antenna systems? A, it is easy to use and it requires few special installation considerations. B, it has less loss than any other type of feed line. C, it can handle more power than any other type of feed line. D, it is less expensive than any other type of feed line. Why is coaxial cable the most common feed line for amateur radio antenna systems? A, it is easy to use and requires few special installation considerations. B, it has less loss than any other type of feed line. C, it can handle more power than any other type of feed line. D, it is less expensive than any other type of feed line. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
It's going to be A Alpha, KB9ZDD.
You are correct, Mike, you are correct. Why is coaxial cable the most common feed line for amateur radio antenna systems? Correct answer is A Alpha. It is easy to use and requires few special installation considerations. Coax is flexible, is unaffected by weather, and can be routed in bundles and next to insulating or conducting supports. Ham radio license manual, page 4-9. Okay. I think I'm going to, let's see now. I think I'm going to read a couple questions from the general general Q&A, I should say. Before we do that, though, do we have any more stations who like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. All right, let's see if I can find it here. Okay. At what point in the solar cycle does the 20-meter band usually support worldwide propagation during daylight hours? A, at the summer solstice. B, only at the maximum point of the solar cycle. C, only at the minimum point of the solar cycle. D, at any point in the solar cycle. At what point in the solar cycle does the 20-meter band usually support worldwide propagation during daylight hours? A, at the summer solstice. B, only at the maximum point of the solar cycle. C, Only at the minimum point of the solar cycle. D, at any point in the solar cycle. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, at what point in the solar cycle does the 20-meter band usually support worldwide propagation during daylight hours? Correct answer is D, delta, at any point in the solar cycle. Even at the minimum point of the solar cycle, worldwide propagation is usually possible on the 20-meter band. As solar activity increases, the band will remain open for longer periods and with stronger signal streams. For this reason, 20 meters is the favorite band for D-extras. General Class License Manual, page 8-8. Well, I'll tell you what, when I worked HF, there were times when the 20-meter band was was working, even at night. So that's the way that goes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read one more question, and I think that'll do it as far as trivia this week. What is the interaction between high standing wave ratio, or SWR, and transmission line loss? A, there is no interaction between transmission line loss and SWR. B, if a transmission line is lossy, high SWR will increase the loss. C, high SWR makes it difficult to measure transmission line loss. D, high SWR reduces the relative effect of transmission line loss. What is the interaction between high standing wave ratio, SWR, and transmission line loss? A, there is no interaction between transmission line loss and SWR. B, if a transmission line is lossy, high SWR will increase the loss. C, high SWR makes it difficult to measure transmission line loss. D, high SWR reduces the relative effect of transmission line loss. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, sounds like there's another repeater trying to come in there, but okay. What is the interaction between high standing wave ratio, or SWR, and transmission line loss? The correct answer is B, Bravo. If a transmission line is lossy, high SWR will increase the loss. Power reflected back from the antenna or load because SWR is greater than 1.1 returns to the source of the power, such as a transmitter. The transmitter in turn reflects the power back toward the antenna, creating a standing wave. When the feed line and antenna impedances are not matched, less power is transferred to the antenna because of the extra loss incurred as reflected power travels up and down the feed line. The higher the SWR, the more power is reflected and thus lost. General Class License Manual, page 7-23. Okay, folks, that concludes Friday Night Fun Trivia for this week. We'll do it again next week. That'll be the night before the VE testing session here in Freeport on December 3rd. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on.
KD9HWK.
KD9HWK, good evening, Matt. What's going on with you? How did your Thanksgiving go?
Thanksgiving went well. Had all the fixins, and not doing a lot today. Watched some college football and college basketball.
Oh, okay, sounds good there. Many years ago, I used to record a lot of old baseball games on the audio cassette tape. So I was listening to an old St. Louis Cardinals game back from 1988 here. So I've listen to that. I did the same thing like yesterday too. So that's that's about it. I'm glad. I went out to eat. We went to a Thanksgiving buffet at Cimino's Little Italy, a little Italian restaurant here in Freeport.
Oh, that sounded like a good time. Well, we just did the turkey and the mashed potatoes and stuff.
I had ham, sweet potatoes with marshmallows, corn, beans, the stuffing, Italian tossed salad with Italian dressings, potato salad, and I had 2 pieces of pie, apple and cherry.
Yeah, I had 2 pieces, 1 pumpkin and 1 cherry.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. I heard you this past Monday night on the Kishwaukee Amateur Radio Club, Ned. I couldn't get into the repeater, but thank you for there's a little bit of noise there with the signal, but thank you for checking me in and mentioning the Friday Night Fun.
You're welcome, Jimmy. Glad to do it.
Okay, what are your favorite memories of Thanksgiving? That's what I'm also asking too.
Oh, boy, I don't know. I guess just being a kid growing up on the farm and having a big feast.
I hear you, Matt. Okay, hey, thanks for all you do. You have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And thank you for checking into the Friday Night Fun.
You too, Jimmy, and everybody out there on the net. Have a happy Thanksgiving weekend. KD9HWK 730.
Okay, any more stations want to check in? Please call now. This is K9GCR, net control of the Friday Night Fun Net. Oh, well, my favorite memories of Thanksgiving there, like we were growing up, we always had Thanksgiving at home in Rydot there. I always remember my dad, I got my 2 brothers-in-law. One of them said, come on, Burdette. That was my dad. Come on, let's go over to the tavern. Let's have some Tom and Jerry's. That was always a big thing, whether it's at Thanksgiving or Christmas. Tom and Jerry's. So that's what they did. But one year we had a duck. Another year we had rabbit. Of course, we had our turkey and goose there too. But they all got together watching the football games, and the little grandchildren running around. Oh, boy, that was definitely fun. Okay, any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, one moment, please. Okay. I don't know if there's going to be any contests or sweepstakes going on this weekend, but I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read the DX Code of Conduct. Okay. Oh, just a minute. Hold on here. Oh, here we go. DX Code of Conduct. 1. I will listen, and then listen again before calling. 2. I will only call if I can copy the DX station properly. 3. I will not trust the DX cluster and will be sure of the DX station's call sign before calling. 4. I will not interfere with the DX station nor anyone calling and will never tune up on the DX frequency or in the QSX slot. 5. I will wait for the DX station to end a contact before I call. 6. I will always send my full call sign. 7. I will call and then listen for a reasonable interval. I will not call continuously. 8. I will not transmit when the DX operator calls another call sign, not mine. 9. I will not transmit when the DX operator queries a call sign, not like mine. 10. I will not transmit when the DX station requests geographic areas other than mine. 11. When the DX operator calls me, I will not repeat my call sign unless I think he has copied it incorrectly. 12. I will be thankful if and when I do make a contact. 13. I will respect my fellow hams and conduct myself so as to earn their respect. And this was suggested by Kerry, K9MED. Number 14. I will send a QSL card to the DX operator to confirm my contact with the station. That's the DX Code of Conduct. Now we're going to do the Contester's Code of Ethics. 1. I will learn and obey the rules of any contest I enter, including the rules of my entry category. 2. I will obey the rules for amateur radio in my country. 3. I'm used to reading the trivia questions on the questions on the Q&A book there. Number 3. I will not modify my log after the contest by using additional data sources to correct call signs / exchange errors. 4. I will accept the judging and scoring decisions of the contest sponsor as final. 5. I will adhere to the DX Code of Conduct in my operating style. 6. I will yield my frequency to any emergency communications activity. And 7. I will operate my transmitter with sufficient signal quality to minimize interference to others. That's the Contester's Code of Ethics. But I'll tell you what Rick, K9QDP says. He may be right. I think he's right in this one. If everybody observed the DX Code of Conduct and the Contester's Code of Ethics, nobody would be making any contact. So, okay. Okay, let me get my papers put away. Okay, before we continue any further, do we have any more stations we'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on out.
KD9EPZ checking in.
KD9EPZ, good evening, Al. So, I was asking everybody how their Thanksgiving went yesterday, but I feel silly asking you because you being home by yourself and what have you.
Being home by myself. I had Thanksgiving dinner last night with KB9 SVR, who came by and had Thanksgiving dinner with me.
That is terrific, Al. That is terrific.
Hi, considering the distance he lives from me, the drive out here, he lives in Elgin.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'm glad you two got together. What did you have? Turkey or ham or what?
Stuffing and sweet potatoes and green bean casserole.
Okay, I heard you say stuffing, sweet potatoes, and green bean casserole. But did you say Did you say turkey or ham or what before that?
No, it was turkey.
Okay, sounds good. Well, you know what I had yesterday, but I tell you what, I just had a wonderful time there. Second year in a row I was. But you know what? What I really enjoyed, the ham was delicious and stuff, but I'll tell you what, I really enjoyed those sweet potatoes with marshmallows on it. I even went up and got a second helping of them.
My sweet potatoes didn't have anything on them, but I wanted them that way because I'm diabetic. I didn't want the sweetened sweet potatoes, if you know what I mean. You know, candied yams or whatever. I wanted just plain baked sweet potatoes.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, sounds good. I listened to a bit of that night watch set last night. They was coming in and out, but I think that was kind of a short net. I think they went over. I think they started the 73 round at about quarter till 11. I think they finally got done around 11 o'clock last night.
I'm trying to remember what I was doing. Well, that's Jerome didn't leave until midnight, so him and I were here watching television and just talking about stuff.
Okay, sounds good. Well, Al, I'm glad your Thanksgiving went well. So I'll tell you what, you have a. I'll probably be turning. When Norm was here yesterday, I turned on the HF rig there. They were listening to the 40 meters was definitely active. I think the mid-cars net was underway. So that was about it.
On the other 610 repeater, Al Metamora, he mentioned a frequency out of band, so you couldn't transmit there anyway, but it was, I can't remember now, 664 something or other, I don't know. But it's an Air Force base in Canada sends out aviation weather reports.
Okay, that's good now. That's interesting that you can pick up that stuff. Okay, hey, you have a good evening. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm sure we'll probably catch you tomorrow night during the Saturday evening ride tune.
Yeah, I'll try to be there too. So I'll let you get back to that KD9EPZ.
Okay, Al, sounds good. 73, thank you for checking in. K9 GCR. Good night. Hey, more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. You're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show. If you just turned the radio on, you've been copying the mail for the last hour and 40 minutes. This is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Remember, we're in the region. With drop traffic, please call K9 GCR.
KC9 GCR, K9FLO.
K9FLO. Good evening, Dean. What's going on with you? How did your Thanksgiving go yesterday?
Good evening, Jimmy. Went good. I can safely say I exceeded all my food groups at that event. But yeah, we had a good meal, and I'm glad we only have it once a year there, Jimmy.
Well, that's great. That's great. Well, I'm sure you're. It's kind of hard to get together with family. You have it once a year and what have you. But I had a wonderful time there with Norm K9RGG and his wife Carol. Went to Semino's. Little Italy restaurant. We had the buffet, and that was good.
There we go. That sounds good. Yes, indeed. Was that? Did you have all Italian food?
Mellows, stuffing, some kind of beans, and let's see. I had corn, tossed salad with the Italian dressing, potato salad. For dessert, I had 2 pieces of pie, one apple, the other one cherry.
Then you did good. Sounds good. Yeah. Very good. Otherwise, not much happening here in recovery mode today. Had to do some errands. Went up to Janesville to pick up some parts and drop off some items, and that was my big excitement out of town. So beautiful day today. I guess we're going to have another one tomorrow.
Yes, supposed to be over 50 degrees tomorrow. That'll be good weather. They got that stroll on State in downtown Rockford tomorrow, so at least they'll have good weather for that. They did last year too, so you know there'll definitely be a big crowd in downtown Rockford tomorrow afternoon.
That's okay. I'll pass on that. I had enough crowd today. I was up at some of the big stores up in Janesville, and man, let me tell you, they were all packed. Not from what I could tell, certainly could notice any effect of Amazon or online shopping, because people were certainly out. But it was really good to see, to have everybody getting out and getting back into the routine. And so it was kind of fun to see the people out and getting around there, Jim.
Yeah, I didn't, I'll tell you what, I quit doing Christmas shopping many years ago. I give everybody money, and that way they can buy whatever they wanted. But watching all the newscasts, I was sure that was definitely busy in Rockford and all in Chicago, all over the place there. That's for sure. Yeah, well, don't worry about crowd. That stroll on State Parade will take place tomorrow at 2 o'clock. You can watch it on Channel 13 tomorrow.
Oh, very good. Yes, indeed. Just what I want. Well, Jimmy, I'm going to jump out of here. I'm getting called, so obviously I'm needed somewhere. I hope it's important, but if not, I'll get back in here if I'm right back. Catch you later. Take care, 7-3s, and have a great evening. KC9GCR, K9FLO.
Okay, Kurt KD9N has not checked in tonight, so, okay, hey, if I don't talk to you anymore tonight, you have a good evening. It's happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. We'll definitely talk to you next Friday night. KC9GCR will be quick.
All right, Jimmy, you too. 73s, K9FLO.
Okay, are there any more stations who would like to check into the Friday night fun at this time? Please go on. Okay, well, I read the DX Code of Conduct and the Contester's Code of Ethics, so now I'll now read the amateur's code. 1. The amateur is considerate. He never knowingly uses the air in such a way as to lessen the pleasure of others. 2. The amateur is loyal. He offers his loyalty, encouragement, and his support to his fellow radio amateurs, his local club, and to the American Radio Relay League, to which amateur radio is represented. 3. The amateur is progressive. He keeps his station abreast of science. It is well-built and efficient. His operating practice is above reproach. 4. The amateur is friendly. Slow and patient sending when requested. Friendly advice and constantly beginner. Kindly assistance, cooperation, and consideration for the interests of others. These are marks of the amateur spirit. 5. The amateur is balanced. Radio is his hobby. He never allows it to interfere with any of his duties he holds at his home, his job, his school, or his community. 6. The amateur is patriotic. his knowledge and his station are always ready for the service of his country and his community. That's the amateur's code. That's Tony, K9RFD, or EC here in Stevenson County says. It's something to live by not only on the radio, but throughout life itself. Okay. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on.
Kilo Charlie 9, Delta Delta Foxtrot.
KC9DDF, Jonathan Elgin, what's going on with you? Hey, I'm supposed Richard N90 asked me to ask you. I did not know this, but I guess that there was an earthquake yesterday afternoon, or whenever. Did you feel it?
No, not at all. Something in this area? No, I wasn't aware of that.
Well, don't worry about it. I wasn't aware of it either until Richard told me that it's supposedly happened yesterday. It supposedly was registered at 3.3 in one of the Chicago suburbs or Weldon and at Poplar Grove or something. I don't know, but I was asked if you checked in to find out if you knew anything about it.
Oh, negative. I'll have to do a quick search, but I guess those things can happen. Otherwise, just enjoying the good weather.
Okay, sounds good. How did your Thanksgiving go yesterday?
It was fine. Got together with the family, so yeah. Got a memorial service tomorrow at the church, so that's the other side of that. But yeah, all in all, like I said, enjoying the good weather. So how are you?
Doing fine. I went with Norman K9RGG and his wife to Semino's Little Italy restaurant. They had the Thanksgiving buffet there.
Oh, very good. Yeah, my mom, bless her heart, she's 94, but she cooked, and then my sister-in-law also cooked, so we had plenty of food. Way too much selection there. So, but I enjoyed it. Really good turkey. I'm not a super big turkey fan, but this stuff was, I thought, just perfect. Moist and just right. So that doesn't always happen, but all in all, yep, very good, Jimmy. And we got out for a nice bicycle ride today.
Okay, sounds good. I'm not a turkey eater whatsoever. I had let's see, I had ham, sweet potatoes with marshmallows, stuffing, corn, beans, biscuit, and let's see, tossed salad with Italian dressing, potato salad. For dessert, I had 2 pieces of pie, one apple, the other one cherry.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Well, glad we got in here. Kind of getting in late, but just turned the radio on. We were taking a nap there. We were really tired earlier, so had a bit of a sore throat and stuff. Nothing serious, I don't think, but seems like a lot of people have that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your sore throat. Hopefully you're recovering that. You said you were going to a memorial service. Who was for a memorial service for who? Is it for our service people or police officers or first responders, or who is it for?
No, just one of the members at the church. So, and he had been failing health, but yeah. But I do think there's a silent key out there, KB9WVK. I hope I got all the information right, but they announced that on Midcars today. He's John, and he's out there in Freeport also, so he was very active on the Midcars group. So, boy, I know he's had some health problems, but I was really shocked to hear that. KB9WVK.
I only talked to him once on that repeater. I think I even talked to him on he checked on the Friday Night Fun. I have to look to the archives. Yeah, Rick K9 QDP mentioned that on 195. That's the first I knew about it. So that was a shock. I'm gonna next week. I'm gonna if I get enough information, I'm gonna do a tribute to him on this net. We'll do see if anybody has any comments. We'll do a 1 minute of all keys moment. 1 minute of all keys down moment of silence. And I'll do a last call in his honor. That'll be next Friday night.
Okay, yeah, you know, I didn't confirm any of this, so I always like to sort of fact check on these things, but I don't think there was any doubt. And like I said, he was very much a regular on the mid-cars, and we also had a lot of QSOs after hours and what have you, so super nice guy. So sorry to hear about that. So Silent Key. I'll do a little research too, see if the obituary comes up. I think he had military service, might have been in the Marines, but once again, I could have that wrong. I need to do some bit of research there, but like I said, it was kind of a shock when I heard the call. I didn't really put it together. I guess I'm usually reluctant to accept those things, but then they started said Freeport and John, and he spells his name the same as I did, Jon, and it all sort of sunk in. But it's like, wow, not another one. Way too frequent on the ham bands and with the ham radio friends, Jimmy.
This is K9RFD the Friday Night Fun at the W9AXD Repeater opera transferring from Friday Night Fun at Central and Freeport. Okay, so it's Jon. I had it written down as John, common spelling, John. So yeah, that's it. That's it. What we'll do. And you know that we have here in Stevenson County, we have 100 and some hams here. I don't know how many. It's well into the hundreds, and not everybody monitors the repeaters. A lot of them are mostly HF guys.
Like I said, I have no idea if he did any 2-meter stuff or any monitoring, but he was active on the HF bands, like the bid cars and 7268. So, and that's where I talked to him, was on 40 meters. So, okay, Jimmy. Well, we'll let you go. I'll make a note, and like I said, see what I can come up with on his. I know he had a dog. He cooked food for the dog. Very special little guy, and he worked hard. Like I said, I think he had some health issues, but he just soldiered along. So this was surprising, but I think he. I don't know what happened. I knew he hadn't been feeling well, but I didn't know it was anywhere this serious, and then they announced this today. So, okay, Jimmy, good weekend here. What is today? Friday? Yeah, of course, Friday Night Fun. These weeks always sort of throw me, but like I said, kind of a busy weekend coming up. But it looks like the weather's going to hold, so till Sunday. But I just want to get through tomorrow. So, hey, take care, Jimmy. Good talking. Glad I got in. KC9DDF.
Sounds good, John. You're welcome. Yeah, I heard he passed away on the 15th. That would have been last week, and he had COVID, and I think he developed a complication from it and from pneumonia. That's what I heard from Rick K9QDP. So, John, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll talk to you next Friday night.
Okay, so you talked to Rick, KD9QDP. Yeah, he's in on mid-cars all the time. I've had a lot of fun with him, so good guy, good sense of humor. So, okay, very good. Yeah, he would have been probably way more about it and know more about John than myself. But very good. Yeah. Okay, well that'd be nice next week. I'll plan on tuning in. Thanks, Jimmy. KC9DDF.
You're welcome, yeah, he is a great guy too, Rick. Okay. Celebrate, John. Happy Thanksgiving. Talk to you next week. K9GC. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations who would like to check into the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on. Okay, right now I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. In exactly 5 minutes at 10 o'clock, if you're able to pick up the 443.750 repeater in Chicago, PL of 114.8 plus offset, Night Watch will be getting underway. That net runs 7 nights a week, and you'll get a kick out. If you can't get into that repeater, you can get in via the EchoLink. Don't forget, tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. here on this repeater, the Saturday evening Iraq unit. I don't know who will be net control, but we go around about 2, 3, 4 times. We talk about different stuff. Then at 9 o'clock, if you're able to pick up the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee, well, technically that repeater is located in New Berlin, Wisconsin. You got the Saturday Night Fun Net. That's a lot more structured than this net. You got to check in a certain way, but that's a good net anyway. Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 Repeater in Monroe, PL 114.8, PL 123.0 minus offset. You got the Greene County Aries Races net with Scott K9YI as net control. It's a combination of Aries, Races, and Ragtune net. The Big Thunder Amps radio coming in Belvedere holds its Sunday evening, I should say, at 8 p.m. on the 147.375 Repeater in Belvedere. That is a PL of 100.0 plus offset. The Whiteside County Aries Races group holds its Sunday evening, that also at 8 p.m. on the 146.850 Repeater in Sterling. The PL of 114.8 minus offset. The antenna for that repair is located 300 feet in the air on the Illinois State Police District 1 radio tower, so you shouldn't have any problem getting into that repeater. Monday evenings, we've got the Monday evening rah-rah info net. I'll be net control for the Monday evening net, and Larry K9KCT and I share the dues as net control. Monday evenings at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 Repeater in Dixon, PL 82.5 minus offset. We got Lee County Aries Races group holds its Monday evening net. Also, and immediately following that net at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 Repeater in DeKalb, the PL 100.0 minus offset. You got the Kishwaukee Amp Radio Club net is held. One moving, please. Okay, let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, Tuesdays. The Tuesday evenings we got the first of the two health and tech nets. Now there's the rah-rah board voted to officially change the net will still be held at 7 p.m. only it's going to be on this repeater now. It'll be on 146.610 repeater, and with Larry, AC9GO and Roxanne as your net control station. I do the Thursday evening net. Immediately found the Northern Illinois Skywarn net, trading net on the 147.195 repeater. And also on Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville, the PL 123.0 minus offset, the Rock County Aries Races group net is held. Tuesday evenings at 9 p.m. on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon with a PL 146.2 plus offset, the Ogle County Aries Races Amp Radio net for Aries Skywarn is held. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset. I host the weekly Stevens County Aries net. At 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Boyd with the PL 123.0 plus offset, the Greater Boyd Amp Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net. Then at 8 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset. We have our Wednesday evening SWAT net. Mel K9RFD and I share the duties as net control operator. Mel brings us Amp Radio news line, 15-minute independent news broadcast devoted entirely to Amp Radio. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, you know where your children are at. Lockdown! Lockdown! At this moment, Winnebago County Jail is going into lockdown. I remember Kerry, K9MED was telling me he listens to the Winnebago County jail frequency when it was on a scanner. And every night, exactly at 10 p.m., dispatch tells the correctional officers, lockdown. That's what's going on right now. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun and W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun to Central and Freeport. Any more station watch checking, please, going on. Okay, Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. on the 147.195 repeater in Rockford, PL 114.8 plus Sunset. We have the Winnebago County Northern Illinois Skywarn Training Net with Ricky, WX9RLT, and immediately following that, I will host the Thursday evening Health and Tech Net. So, okay. Let's see. Okay. I guess. Oh yes, I gotta mention this. Chad, W99HF. Starting this Thursday, there'd be the Simplex net is going to be held on. Let's see, 146.400. That net will take place at 7 p.m. on Thursday evenings. So if you get done with the Skywarn and the Health and Tech net, switch over to 146.400 and try to catch the Chad's Simplex net. Okay, the senile net is held every Monday through Friday, 1,400, 1,500 hours, or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck, WD9MED as your net control operator. Okay, you're all caught up to date in your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. If you're a member of any ham radio club, by all means support your local club. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations like checking the Friday Night Fun net? Please go on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take in Kurt, KD9MED, HC honorary check-in. Next, I'm going to check in Tony, N9ARB, HC honorary check-in, and his Tracy, his better half. N9TAB, HC honorary check-in. Okay, we must forget the beautiful Kishwaukee River Yacht Club south of Rockford. A9 Sugar Fox, HC honorary check-in. And Justin, K9FEO, K9FEO, HC honorary check-in. And Kevin, W9KLG, HC honorary check-in. KD9 John in McConnell, HC honorary check-in, okay? AC9, JZ, HC honorary check-in, and let's see. Okay, I can't think of anybody else right now. I'll probably think about something after I sign off this net. So, okay. Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now. Okay, I want to thank I'd like to thank Kurt KD9MED, Rob Preston, the Rob Board of Trustees, Board of Directors, for allowing me to use this repeater to host a Friday Night Fun net. I'm going to run down a list of check-ins. K9LOA, Brandon and Lena, and KC9 YI Scott Monroe, my two early bird check-ins. Now, these three stations are checked in during the net. 89VU, K9VDX, let's see now. K9VDX. Oh boy, I checked her in twice. All right. K9VHH, one of the new kids on the box in Winnebago County. H9NW, W9BL, N9EGF, W3MBX, K9KGT, KB9ZDD, KD9SSV, KD9MED, W9AXD, H9AGR, H9RGG, Norm, W9AXD, K9MED, Carrie, KF9SD, Pat and Warren checked on the internet. N9CO, Richard and Belvedere. KD9QVB, Brian. K9HWK, myself, K9GCR. K9EPZ, K9FLO, K9DDF, KE9. Now, these are my honorary check-ins. KE9N, N9ARB, N9TAB, AE9SF, K9FEO, W9KLG, KB9OBJ, and AC9 JZ. One moment, please. Okay, two early bird check-ins. Let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 on there check-ins. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 honorary check-ins. 1 internet check-ins. A grand total of 34 check-ins. 34 check-ins. I goofed up on the check-ins, so the count stands at 34 check-ins. Do we have any more stations? Go to Night Check-in Friday Night Fun net. Please call now. Does somebody try to check in? Now, come on back. Oh, I got a bunch of noise. Okay. Be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your your in-laws, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk beyond the counter, the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk beyond the counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell the clerk beyond the counter at your local post office and you buy your stamps, your envelopes. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, and your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell your used car dealer, your new car dealer. Be sure you tell your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your bank cashier when you go and get money from your local bank. Be sure you tell your stockbroker. Be sure you tell your probation, your priest, your ministers, your rabbis, your mayatollahs, your mullahs, or your imams. Yeah, be sure you tell your members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your boyfriends or girlfriends or be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, your divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun. The more check-ins, the better than that. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, we do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you take a knee or clench your fist when the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't back the blue, we don't take your check-ins. That's plain old all there is to it. Okay, I want to thank everybody for checking in. It was a great Thanksgiving edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. We had a great turnout like we always had every Friday night after Thanksgiving. So, okay, we'll do this again next week. With that, this is the last call for any stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region. With or without traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay, once again, please remember what this holiday is all about and why we celebrate Thanksgiving. Christmas can just take a back seat for the time being. We'll do that later. And remember, be thankful for the wonderful things we have in this great country. And above all, give thanks to our local police officers, firefighters, first responders, the members of our military for keeping us safe. Okay, with that, tune in again next week. Same time, same repeater for another edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. Until then, this is Jim, K9GCR. Now closing down this special Thanksgiving edition of the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, November 25th, 2022, and return the repeater to the frequency normal AM radio use at 10:14 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 hours, 14 minutes Zulu time, with a total of 34 check-ins overall. This net is now closed. The repeater is now open for normal AM radio use. 7-3s, everybody. This is K9GCR wishing you all a very pleasant good night. 7-3s and happy Thanksgiving. K9MED, K9MED, K9GCR. Go ahead and post it, Mike. 2-hour, 14-minute net, unofficial count of 34 check-ins.
After that, Jimmy.
Just out of curiosity, Mike, how long does it take for you to do that?
Oh, it's instantaneous, Jimmy. We're actually posting it as you're running the. As I stop, it's.
Okay, sounds good, Mike. Okay, go ahead and post it. Go ahead and stop it. We're done. 7-3, Mike. Thanks for all you do. Talk to you next week. K9GCR. Good night.
All right, Jim.